Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm going to do a quick update for you on this Platinum Excursion front end conversion. I apologize for the delay. There is a massive gap in between the first video and this one here. Going to do a quick update for you, a little walk around, show you what it looks like so far, what the plans are next, what I've learned so far, stuff I do different, just kind of share my thoughts with you on this conversion so far. So let's go over here. I'm going to try to do this video in one take so I can hurry up and load it without any editing. So let's go see what we have here. For those new to the channel, what I did was purchased a front clip. I think it was a 2012 or 2013 F250 Super Duty Platinum. It's just pretty much cut off at the windshield on down to the floor, and I just purchased the whole front clip. So everything needed for the kit is in this clip. I didn't have to go back and forth to junkyards and parts departments and mismatched stuff like that. So it worked out really well doing this. I'm going to pull that dash out and the wiring and everything there and hold on to it just in case I decide to put it in the Excursion. There are things you will need from this that will I don't know if it make it easier for you, but like the headlight socket from the original equipment, cut that out, wire it into your truck. You got your wiper stuff. You won't need that whole complete system, but you will end up swapping some stuff over, so we'll go into all that stuff. But yeah, so here's the front clip. I'm gonna take everything out that I'm gonna either need or try to swap over, and then cut the rest of this up and toss it. But it came with the radiator, the condenser, the intercooler, like whole bunch of stuff that I don't need. I put this stuff up for sale super cheap, like as low as $100 for everything. I didn't have any takers, so I even put it up for free. No biters on that either, so I'm not gonna let it sit here in the driveway too much longer. But let me show you my Excursion here. You can see it in the back. I don't leave all this stuff out in the winter time. I've just been crazy busy. I'm gonna put it up in storage this weekend. So so this is it. The body and everything I'm really happy with. It did line up pretty well. Now there are some adjustments needed. This isn't my final fit and finish. There's still a ton more adjustment needed. So the bumper is going to come up. The hood still has to be aligned. It's just pretty much just sitting here for now. But you can see the gap's a little bit thicker here than it is at the bottom. So I'm going to tighten that up a little bit. But the body line itself is not super far off. We're going to go ahead and adjust that and kick this top end in some so we can tighten that up. But it flows pretty smooth on the fender. Still has your same mounting locations on this fender as it does with the factory fender. Again, the hood, there is a spacer that you're going to put on your hood hinge to keep that sitting right. On your factory wheel well liner, you're going to retain that. You will need to trim that. So if you see the previous video, you can see where we trimmed that. Now this bumper is a factory bumper with the factory fog lights. So if you see in here, it's the factory fog light. The reason I show you that is because if you're going to use aftermarket fog lights, you can kind of mount this bumper in, tuck it in nice and tight so that this contour flows with the bumper. If you're using their bracket kit and the Ford factory fog light system, that bracket, that rusty part there, that comes in contact with the headlight bucket. It's kind of hard to see right now, but so if you want to change your headlight, or I'm sorry, your fog light bulb, that bracket's going to be in the way. You can't really access that bulb. So I'm going to have to modify that bracket and bring this bumper in so we can bring it in, kind of tuck it in and lift it up. The bumper itself, as it is right now, I do have their kit. You can see the plate right there, and the brackets in here. That's what their mounting kit for the bumper consists of. Now this is as far back as I can go with the factory fog light and their bracket. This gap right here, now this isn't tight, this is just sitting here, but that's why you have this gap here. But this gap right here goes away once you have this lined up. Now if you don't have factory fog light, you can tuck this in further again, so this contour of the fender and the bumper are seamless. That's what I wanted to go for. I don't want to have a gap. I've noticed guys who did retain the fog lights had to move their bumper up. I contacted McNasty Customs just to kind of confirm and get some details on what's needed, and they did say, you know, you will have to kind of shift this up a couple inches, and that's gonna, you know, leave like a gap where it's offset, not a gap, but it's gonna be offset from the fender to the bumper, and I don't like that. I want it to be as factory looking as possible. So what I'm going to do is modify the brackets and keep this nice and tucked and lift this so it's just contour. Now other people that I've seen who have done this said that they did not use the brackets that go on the frame horn, the plates that go on the frame horn. They just bolted up to the factory frame horn. So I'm going to try that. I'm going to take those off, just bolt it up on there and see what that does. And we should be back in action there. So but I'm really happy with the kit overall. I'm going to put this in the garage so we can get this finished up. But it's yeah, it looks good. It looks good. I'm not set on the color yet. I don't know if I'm going to wrap it, if I'm going to paint it. I really don't know what direction I'm going to go with that. So it's looking pretty good though. I do like it. I do like it a lot. So I'm looking forward to just getting this thing done and getting it back out on the road. This is pretty much going to be used for hauling the rest of the cars and toys around for, you know, events and you know, family trips and stuff. Go down to the cabin down in Tennessee, in the Smoky Mountains there. So so yeah, that's my F-250 front end on the Excursion. But I want to put something in this bumper to kind of clean that up right there, because you can see the harness for the factory fog lights here, and then you can see all the stuff that was not visible with the factory bumper. So when I get this bumper down, I'm going to get everything cleaned up, paint it black so it's as hidden as possible. I don't want to do like a mesh screen or anything like that, so I'm going to check and see if there's any kind of optional panel or something that was in here from the factory that can kind of conceal that, or at least route the air to the cooler and the radiator back up or something. So I'm going to check around for that, but I don't want to leave it like that. Personally, I don't like having stuff exposed like that, and just kind of looks not tasteful in my opinion. So but yeah, that's it though. I'm really happy with how this is coming out so far. This is going to be a pretty fun project, because the next step is going to be either getting this wrapped or painted and then jumping inside and doing some upgrades there. But the factory paint job on this front end is the diamond tri-coat white, I believe it's called. So it looks good. Now I will retain the two-tone little feature here. So the step bar, I'm going to keep that there. This piece going along the side and the bottom, I do want to keep that. Now there was an optional piece on these newer Super Duties that has a little trim piece that kind of goes around the fender and goes down. Now the factory Excursion had the same deal, but it went down and then it ran over here and met this piece on the door. So I may have to either do some kind of paint match that's going to be filling in that gap from the fender to the door, or vinyl strip there to kind of blend it in. So we'll see how that goes. But like I said, I want to keep it as clean or factory looking as possible as far as the body goes. But yeah, that's what it's looking like so far, guys. So someone reached out in the last video, said who was it, McNeil has a kit for these with the newer front end, I think the 2018 and up, or the current Super Duties. I looked into those. They're fiberglass fenders, but they're not the factory width. They stick out 3 inches further than factory, so you'd have a wider fender on the setup, which isn't a bad thing. But again, that's not the direction I was going for. It's a great looking system, you know, especially if you're going to go for an off-road look with the lift and, you know, some aggressive tires and stuff like that. It looks great, but that's not where I'm going with this build. So and I you know, and on that same kit, I don't believe you need to do as much modification like cutting the frame horn and all that stuff, because I did see an Excursion that was done like that and they didn't touch the frame horns. There may have been some modifications around the headlight area, but it doesn't look like there was near as much work involved for this kit here. So just a heads up, if you guys are interested, go ahead and check that out. I want to say it's called McNeil. This kit's called McNasty. So I got the McNasty's custom The other one that does the newer front ends is McNeil. I think it's McNeil Racing maybe, but I'll look up the link and I'll tag it in the video here for you. So yeah, for those that are out there, you know, who love the Excursions, this is a 4x4 7.3. It's a 2001 limited. I do have a video from when I got this showing a full walk around and the inside and everything. Super clean truck. This honestly is maybe the second time it's seen snow in its life, so it's kind of breaking my heart seeing it out here with the snow in it right now. So I'm going to get this cleaned up and put in the garage, and we shall be rocking and rolling here on this front end. I don't know what I'm going to do as far as the lights. When I got the truck with the factory front end, it had HID headlight and fog light. I think I'm going to go to LED. Still kind of on the fence about that, but I don't want to do factory bulbs, but I think that it will be LEDs that I'll do on the fog and the headlight here. So and I would like to retain the factory headlight. I don't want to do any kind of aftermarket just yet. The newer style, I can't remember who it's by, but they have an LED setup. It looks nice. It looks nice. My only concern with aftermarket stuff is, you know, if something fails prematurely and the company's out of business or they stop making the parts, like, you know, now you got to swap out your stuff or you're stuck with some busted stuff. So I just don't want to deal with all that. But all right guys, that's it. I got to get back inside, but if you have any questions, again, please feel free to message me either on Instagram. My Instagram is rawfree. I'll show you real quick. It's similar to my YouTube channel name, but just raw, then there's a little underscore free for my Instagram. YouTube obviously, and Facebook is under the same name too. All right guys, so that's it so far on this update. The next video, we'll go ahead and dig back into this. We're going to strip everything down off this front end because the brackets that were used for this kit, I'm going to get powder coated. So I'm not trying to get too aggressive on this appearance with the truck here. We will upgrade the wheel size. There's 24s on here now. I'm going to jump up to a 26, but they won't be nothing with a crazy offset where it's sticking out and stuff. I'm going to keep it like this where it's still nice in line and in line with the body, and you know, just I don't know, I like that look. It's a little bit of a cleaner look for me. So these wheels came with the truck when I purchased the truck, and they don't look bad, but I do want to upgrade. Go with the forged wheels, save some weight, and just clean it up, get a little bit more of a modern look to it. So all right guys, so stay tuned for part 3 of this. When we tear all this down in the garage, we're going to get it cleaned up, get all the areas that's kind of, you know, caked with grease and dirt and grime and all that stuff, get it all cleaned up, because it's going to be super easy to access it while this front end's off the truck. Any kind of maintenance needed, leaks, whatever, we're going to go ahead and address all that stuff while we're in there, so it's nice and clean, nice and fresh, and get this front end put back together. Let me know where you guys are from. With my other cars and stuff, like the lowrider stuff, I noticed a lot of the viewers are out of California or down south and stuff, but with the trucks, it's a lot in the Midwest, out east, and even down south like Florida and Texas. So just curious on where you guys are from. Let me know below. All right, well, it's crazy cold out here, so I'm going to get back inside. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, please be sure to message me down below or hit me up on any of the social media sites, so Messenger, Instagram, Facebook, however you want to do it. Really happy with this so far, and we'll see what the next steps bring us. All right guys, thanks for watching. Take care, have a good one. Bye-bye.